everyone, it's another Friday. It's Friday again. It's another day for Addie's chat. Thank you everybody who has joined today. Thank you everyone who has subscribed. Thank you everyone who sends a comment every week. It's another beautiful Friday and it's time for Addie's chat. It's going to be a very brief one today. If this is your first time here, actually, my name is Addiola. Most people call me Addie. Thank you so much for joining the chat today. I talk about savings, budgeting, and random things as well. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Friday and it's another time for Addie's chat. I'll be very brief this week. It's been a really busy and long week for me. I'm glad Friday is here. Of my chat this week actually is the ABC of money, and this topic was inspired by my lovely daughter. She's absolutely amazing. She's a star really, and this is a kids and young people's edition really. Get straight into the chat. I've got a note written here, so I will be looking up and down really a few times. I would have to glance through my notes so I don't forget anything. A is all things cost money. That's what I've tagged. A, all things cost money. With the ABC of money for young people, I think it's really important for the older generation to let young people realize quite early that things do cost money, and that there's a process to buying something. You don't just get things without actually earning the money for it really. So, and we can help with little things like, I know from the age of 13, people can easily get a job doing newspaper round, or you can help by getting them jobs in the house really, and maybe little things that you pay them for. It's just helping them to realize the essence of or the process actually behind earning money and the process behind spending that money really. There are a lot of young people that don't actually realize that things do cost money, and somebody's behind how that money actually gets there for what they really want. So that's helping young people to realize that all things cost money really, and there's a process that you have to earn before you can actually spend. So that's A. So B, bank accounts and savings accounts really. Bank accounts and savings account is important from a really early age, as young as possible really. Help really for myself, when I opened my daughter's first account really, she was too young, so she could not realize what we're doing. But from time to time, and this was years ago, I think they've stopped doing this type of accounts now. Most of it is now managed online really. It was a passbook account, and I would do a transfer every couple of weeks into the account, and we would go in once in 6 weeks or so, and she would have the book updated. She always found that really exciting. She had a book, she had a wallet that she puts the small passbook into. These are the accounts that you hold in trust. The accounts have to be opened by someone who's over the age of 18 and held in trust for someone who's younger than 18 really. So yes, so this was really, it was always exciting to her. But now we look at it online from time to time. Don't know 100% things that she knows the value sometimes, but she looks at it and she goes, oh, I've got more now, and then she makes a note in her little diary sometimes to say I've got more. Also with savings and with bank accounts and savings, we should help young people save. Is really nice from a young age. This was something that I did from a young age, that my parents did for me, having a money box really. So when you have birthday money given to you during your birthday, or when you've done something really nice or someone's giving you money, just pop it in the box, and at Christmas you can then open up the money box and use it for what you want. It helps you with savings when you put it away there, and just seeing that savings build gradually as well is a good thing really, especially for this point, especially is for those that our children who are growing up in much more developed countries, where access to credit is everything, and credit is everything. Credit is good, it's not a bad thing really, but I think there's a certain balance that we need to strike really. I think people are kind of exposed too much to credit really, and people are not actually given the right foundation to how to save, how to manage a bank account really, the real nitty-gritty behind behind managing money. Really, people are not taught; they're just exposed to credit, really, which is such a horrible thing. But anyway, this is the way it works. So we need to reel that back in and try and explain to our children a bit more the way money works, the way bank accounts works, rather than expose the exposure to credit is great. I won't knock that, but yes, we need to talk a bit more about managing money that you actually have yourself, as opposed to managing credit. Really, that's all a lot of what we're doing these days, helping people manage credit really when they have mismanaged the credit, rather than helping them from the beginning, showing them how to manage their own money. Really, I know you get the drift anyway. But that's B, really, bank accounts and savings account. C is create a savings strategy. So with this, actually, we need to help young people realize that there's a difference between wants and needs. They're two different things. A need is something that's important to your survival, something that if you don't have, you will not be able to survive, you will not be able to make other decisions that something it has to do with. Really, if a need is something that has to do with going forward, really, this is a step that you have to take going forward. A want is something you desire, you don't necessarily need it, but you desire that thing, really. So we need to help young people. I'm not sure if I've actually explained this properly, but really, we need to help young people realize the difference between between want and need, and you can see that in every phase of life, really, especially with social media. You can see how a lot of people are going after a lot of wants, really, and the things that they actually do need. A lot of people forget early in life to look after the things they do need. They're going after wants and what people have actually displayed on social media as things that you should need, which are not necessarily needs. But that's a discussion for another day, really. But help them with a saving strategy. Some people as adults have never at any point in their life sat down to save money for one particular purpose or the other, really. And this is again down to the fact that some of these developing countries, we have gone beyond, we have forgotten actually how to help people really with real money management skills. Or it's not that we have forgotten, but there's not a lot of profit coming from there. So the big banks will never really talk to people about managing their money. There's no money coming from if you help people to manage their money properly, really. But from credit, really, helping people manage credit and helping people maybe mismanage credit as well. Money comes out of there, really. So that's the ABC today. It's a really quick one this week. Really, as I said, it's been a really busy week, but thank you so much for joining me. A few new people have actually joined, thank you so much. A few parents from my daughter's class have actually joined, or they're going to tune in to watch this week. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the love. As I said, I'm on TikTok, on Instagram, not a social media person, but yeah, I'm on all these social media pages. It's to contact me, it's just easier to send me an email, really. I will respond to emails quicker than most other means of communication. But anyway, that's all my chat for this week. Thank you so much. Next week I hope to have a much longer chat, a much longer chat, and I will speak to you. And then I think it's going to be a really lovely weekend this weekend. The weather is going to be really good. Hopefully wherever you are, the weather is good. I will see you next week. You take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye.